Alright, hey, this is Hans, and it's time for the top 10 instant noodle cups of all time, 2021 edition. Alright, so I had this wonderful idea last year that because a few people in the past have thought, if it's 2000, you should do the 2001 edition. Well, it didn't work out so well. So I'm stuck with lists that I did that with, and I just decided I'll just keep doing it that way, but I might have to push them later in the year. In addition, everything that I review is based on the base product, nothing that I add on. You'll see a lot of things that I add on to these products. I don't review those, I just review what's in the cup. This list is current as of review 3,545. Let's get started. In at number 10, we've got Nissin Cup Noodles Alitas Hot from Mexico. So basically, this is hot wings flavored instant noodles. And the reason it's on this list is it's got just such a really good grilled chicken flavor to it. It's really not all that hot and spicy, but it's really savory. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, that's why it's on the list. It's really good. A new one this year, number 9, we've got Nissin Stir-Fry Korean Barbecue Noodles. These are good. These are really good. They come from the United States. And the reason these are on this list is because they actually taste like Korean barbecue sauce. If I go to my Asian grocery and buy some sauce that I would use to make Korean barbecue at home, it tastes exactly like that. It's very sweet, it's very savory, and with the noodles, it works quite well. There's a little bit of vegetable with it. I wish there were a little bit more, but I mean, hey, this is good. This is good. In at number 8, we've got My Quality with their Penang Tom Yum Goong noodle. Now, this is the cup version, and it comes from Malaysia. So it's a wheat noodle, and it's just like what you would expect from My Quality. The noodle is good. It's got a decent chew to it, and the broth, it's got flavor for days. It's a very strong, very tomatoey, spicy tom yum, oily, all the right notes. Excellent stuff. In at number 7, we've got Mommy Chef Curry Laksa flavor from Malaysia. Now, this one has been on this list forever. The noodle uses a technology that's supposed to emulate hand-pulling noodles. That's like the way when you stretch the noodles apart and throw them around and take one strand and make them into multiple. This is supposed to emulate technology that mechanically does this. What's really nice about this one, the curry broth is very flavorful. There are little rings of pepper all around. It has tofu puff, which is really, really groovy. And yeah, this is just all around a really, really tasty cup of curry noodles. So if you can find it, give it a try. At number 6, we have 7 & I Curry Ramen. This is a cup from Japan and was sent by a reader. Thank you very much. This one is basically, it's all the right notes for a Japanese curry. It's got a nice tasty flavor. It's got a lot of potato in it. It's got other garnish as well. And it's good. It's just really good. It deserves to be on the list. That's all I can say about it. In at number 5, we've got Marashan Kuta Curry Ramen from Japan. This one edges out the last one just because it's got more garnish, the noodle's even better, and it's just got a lot of garnish to it. It's really good. And the broth is thick. Kuta, if you're wondering, means I'm full. So it's basically like the name is trying to impart something that will make you feel satiated when you eat it. Because it's a pretty full cup. It's got a lot going on. In at number 4, we've got Nissin Cup Noodles with their very veggie, spicy chicken ramen noodle soup from the United States. This entire range of products has just blown my mind over the past couple of years. So imagine just a regular cup noodle and then just dose it up with vegetables, like tons of vegetables. That's what you get here. And when you're doing the steeping, all the flavor of those vegetables comes out into the broth. And it just works so well. It makes it turn into something completely different. And they use different vegetables with different flavors. The spicy chicken uses, I think, bell pepper in there. There's a beef one that uses other vegetables. I think there's like lima beans and corn. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. But the way they do it, it's just the right amount of veggies. They toyed with this for years. They tried making one where there was space at the top so you could put your own veggies in. People are lazy, and I'm guessing they didn't do that. And they're like, okay, we'll put the veggies in ourselves. So there you go. In at number 3, we've got Mr. Ming with their tomato egg instant noodle from China. Now, this is of a new class of noodles that I like to call flower pot noodles. Now, it's a cup. It's a pretty big cup. It's almost like the size of a pint of Ben & Jerry's. Yeah, this one has a round noodle, a lot of broth. It imparts a very nice, tasty, fresh tomato flavor. They're just pockmarked all through it with little bits of scrambled egg. And the tomato and egg thing, I've tried a couple of these flower pot style ones that have the tomato and egg in them. It's good stuff. Really good, apt combo. I'm hoping that maybe some companies in the US will try doing this tomato egg flavor. I've had so many people over the years say, I remember this brand used to have a tomato variety, now it's gone. It's like, okay, if you say so. But you know, tomato instant noodles, US companies, heads up, people want that. So it's the most requested thing I've ever had. So yeah. At number 2, we've got My Kuali with their Penang Hokkien prawn flavor, of course, from Malaysia. This one is a perennial favorite of mine. It's got great noodles, and the broth, it just has that strong, succulent prawn flavor. Sweet, spicy, and then you've got fried onion to sprinkle on top. It's absolutely wonderful stuff. Go pick it up. It's most everywhere now. And in at number 1, we've got My Kuali with their white fish broth noodle cup. And they're, of course, from Malaysia. This one has a nice noodle. It's round, good chew to it. And then there's the broth, which is just so good. It's just got this creamy, salty, chowdery kind of broth. Works well with the noodle. Everything just sings. I highly recommend it, especially for all you seafood lovers. Get some, then pile the seafood in it. You're gonna love it. All right, well that's the list, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, if you've got anything you'd like to see on my list or let me know about, and if you want to send me samples, anything, let me know. Don't forget also, there is the Ramen Raider app in the Android App Store, and it is brand new. This one has all sorts of new functionality to it. You're going to want to check it out. And there's also shop.theramenraider.com if you want to pick up some noodles. All right, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye.